Wicked Art. It is Wicked here, and it is Tiny Tuesday again. Everybody is welcome on Tiny Tuesday. It is geared more towards a younger audience, but hey, practice is practice when it comes to art, so grab yourself a pencil, grab yourself an eraser of some kind, and we are going to start drawing. Now, we're going to use basic shapes to help us build out a fish. Okay? So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this kind of a egg shape, if you will, like this. Okay? So we're just going to have ourselves a nice little egg shape like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back from here, and then I'm going to come underneath from here, and we're going to round that out just like that. Okay? Then we're going to take one more shape. So we're basically using a lot of egg shapes here at the beginning. Okay? I'm just going to go ahead and kind of cut my egg shape off into here. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to darken them a little bit. You guys can leave them light. I just want to make sure that you're able to see them. Okay, so we're going to go around real quick. Okay, so you should be able to see that a little better. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to establish these big, goofy goldfish-like eyes, right? So I'm going to draw in these circles like this. So that's one. Okay. I am now going to come over here on the other side, and we're going to establish another set of these goofy eyes right in here. Okay, so now I got two. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back down here. We're going to finish out the rest of the main body. So I want to kind of curve from here. See, I'm just passing right by it. I'm not touching it. Okay. Then I'm going to come down to this part. I'm going to kind of curve out like this. Alright. So we're going to stretch this out. Just like that. Okay. And now I'm going to go from here, and we're going to stretch this way. And we'll just connect at the end right here. So let me darken that up a little bit so you can see. Like I said, I'm looking into fixing this camera issue. So we can get some clarity. So for now we'll just deal with what we got. Okay, so now we have a basic body. Now, one thing I want to do is I'm going to bring this out just a little bit more. So I'm going to refine these lines when I draw them in. It's going to be nice and solid. I'm going to erase out the part next to the eye. Okay. Now, from here I want to come to this bottom area. I'm going to kind of angle up just a little tiny curve in, and I'm just going to kind of pass right in front of that, like that, and then I am going to arch up and over, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to take our line and kind of curve around this way. Okay, I'm going to have that kind of curve in like this and stretch out. So we're going to clean up around those lines. Okay, now for our fish we do need a bottom mouth. So we're going to kind of bring that out this way. curve that back. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to thicken up this whole bottom edge just to look like the mouth is open. Okay, now we do want to establish, let's go ahead and get our eye and refine that. We do want to establish that they're not just sitting on his head, so we want to go for kind of realism, kind of not. So I'm going to put that in there, but then what I want to do is I really want to build up the eyes are like bulging out of this point on his head. Okay, so I'm going to take that there, going to go around the eye that way, and that way it looks like it's coming out of the head. Okay, now I can do the same thing over here, but it's a little bit easier just because we're seeing that back end of it. Okay, so now let's go this way and round off our dome. Again, cleaning up when I'm done refining. Alright, now let's come down here to the belly for now. I'm going to stop right here because the next thing we need to establish is that forward fin. Okay, so we're just going to make that come out of here. So I'm going to draw this little shape right here like this, and we're going to pretend that that line is just coming out this way. And then I'm going to curve out another line this way, and we can start building up our fin from there. Okay, so I can go this way, and we can just have that be kind of like the arm, and then the fin itself coming out of that. Okay, so if we want to, we can put in some suggestive lines, make it seem like it's a fin. Okay, just like that. Now I can come down here and continue that belly right underneath, just refining that line. And we're going to take that all the way back to here. Right? Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is we want to build up the backside. So I'm going to stretch this out and come in just a little bit, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to refine this shape over. But what I want to do is we want to kind of give like a second I don't know, it'd be like a spike fin, if you will. We're going to bring that down. Like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to refine here. But watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back and we're going to come in these lower areas here. Like that. I'm going to take it back in. Okay. Add a few more little spiky doos here. Come down. Just to make sure those are nice and refined. And we can complete the back here. Okay, and that's just going to continue out that way. Now what I do want to do here, I'm going to erase this line back some. So we just kind of want this for just some additional definition. Okay. But we're going to go ahead and let's curve this out some. Let's go this way. So that's a little bit bigger. And then we'll go ahead and I'm going to add in some cuts on the fins, just to give it a little bit more. It just gives it a little bit even more of a unique look, I guess, just so it's not so boring. Come down this way, add in a cut. And then just everywhere you put a cut, all you gotta do is just erase that part out. Okay, so just refine those up. And do one more cut right here. Just like that. Now again, you can give illusion of lines for the fin to kind of help it out. And you can do that however. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. You can do whatever you want to make your fish stand out as your own. Remember, you can just use mine as a baseline, or you can just follow along the first time and go back and try and recreate it on your own. Okay? So, you want to come down here to this part of the tail. Okay? And that will become our underside here. And then I'm going to come out and refine this area. Okay, and then we'll kind of give a multi-layer feel to the tail. So if you can see, I'm already going ahead and I am refining what I have. I'm going to kind of take this out. Let's drop it back, and we'll go out this way with it. Okay, so I'm just going to erase, go in and make sure that I refine what I'm working on, just so that it stands out more. Okay, and then we can take this part, clean that up. Again, just so it looks nice and clean and solid. Okay, and now I'm going to take my tail out some more. I'm going to put like a little curve down. Again, I'm just going to go ahead now and add in my cuts and clean up as I go. Bring that in. Add in some cuts there. Bring that out. And then we can just clean up inside here. Okay, remember, pause the video if you need to. There we go. Now let's put in some line work for the fin. And you don't have to do this if you want to do a different thing. to make your fin look more like a fin, you can do that as well. You don't have to copy mine. Okay, so I'm just putting in some line work to kind of show some flow. And sometimes it's not always necessarily a good thing, sometimes less is more. It just depends what it is you're drawing. Okay, now last thing I want to do is I want to come in and I want to work the eyes. So I'm going to come in here and I am going to thicken the outer edge like this. Okay, I'm going to just make that nice and thick. Alright, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to add a little pupil in there. Just like that. Then what I want to do is thicken up the actual eyeball edge itself, just so it stands out a little bit more. Okay, now if you want to, you could do things like come back towards the top here. You can add in a little white circle for a reflection on the eye. You can come down here and just add in whatever you want. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to leave that one on there. Okay. Then I want to make sure that this one over here, you can't really see it. It's just going to be sticking out. Okay. Just make sure everything's nice and refined. I'm going to refine my stomach a little bit darker. Okay. And that's pretty much it for that. I'm just going to go around and do my thing of darkening the edge up. And again, for those of you that are new and watching this, the reason why I do this is so that it just pops off the page more, it just sticks out. You can come up with your own style of doing something, or if you want to draw it just like mine, that is 100% okay. Alright, so again, these Tiny Tuesday videos are meant just more for younger. That's why they're a little bit shorter and a little bit easier to draw. Some have been challenging. I get a little carried away sometimes, but most time I try to keep it as just a quick and easy, sketch to drawing type deal. Again, if you have ideas for Tiny Tuesday, whether it's a cute animal or a chibi version of somebody or like a baby version of somebody, again, I need your help. You need to leave a comment so that I know what it is you want to see on here, thus me being able to provide you more of the content that you're looking for. Okay, right now I'm just kind of winging it and just drawing stuff. If that's what you like, that's cool. Let me know in the comments. If not, just keep doing what you're doing, making up stuff. That's cool too. I just need to kind of know, just so that you guys can continue to learn new skills and do stuff. And again, just to kind of recap, our Mondays are gonna be our kind of like a art lesson, learning to do something. Tuesdays, like today, are Tiny Tuesdays, so this is gonna be more easy art to draw. Wednesdays will be digital, so for those of you that have digital, we can do that. Thursday will just be a little fun time-lapse video of me just doing whatever, just because I like time-lapse. So if you want to check those out, you can. And then Fridays, of course, will be Fun Draw Fridays, and again, suggestions for those will help too. Other than that, like I said, we're almost done with this fish. I think it's something else, but you can be creative with this. You could take it and go in here and add like little spot patches, like they got circles on their bodies. You want to try to draw in some scales, you can. Try to leave it open, but I like to keep these ones a little bit shorter, just like I said, for a younger audience, so they're not spending hours on here. 10, 15 minutes, sometimes 30. It just depends. Okay, so that is going to do it for Fun Jaw. Listen to me, I'm off on my days for Tiny Tuesdays. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Until next time, keep sketching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.